podcast. Rest in peace to fallen kings, queens, and in betweens.
And free the guys.
Free the guys, man.
Hey, free the guys. Free all the niggas.
Free the bedroom.
The niggas is free.
Hey,
Free the bedroom.
Juneteenth in this John.
Yes, Ersky. We is here on the 19th of June.
And I honestly been wishing a whole bunch of white people a happy Juneteenth today.
Did they reply in a good way?
Confusion
Or
mostly.
awkward?
Confusion mostly. Yeah, awkward.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? What do you mean? What do I say? What do I even say back to that? Do I say thank you?
You better say something, bitch ass dude.
Say they bow down?
You too. Thank you. You too. I don't know.
What's up?
They better say something. Be polite about it.
Well, I wish one of my niggas happy June 16th, but they wasn't really fucking with it, so I didn't wish nobody else.
It's the 19th, Darian.
19, I'm sorry. But no one else replied. You didn't reply to me in a good way, so I didn't say it to nobody else.
Cause it's
what?
why we here.
Controversy.
Go ahead.
No,
why
hold on.
What's up
why you
with
didn't say
niggas?
thank you or nothing?
Cause man, it wasn't nothing to say thank you for. It wasn't my birthday,
I
nigga.
didn't say it was your birthday.
I told you Happy Father's Day. How did you feel?
I said thank you.
As you should.
You
man.
didn't even say thank you.
No, I did.
You didn't say you too, brother. Nothing.
Don't be like this.
Yeah.
Don't
Why
get
did you
on
say
here. Don't get on here faking.
Nah, was it the ending? Nah, I want you to know I had to use voice chat for that because there was no way I was spelling it.
What?
Assalamu alaikum.
You use voice chat for that?
Hell yeah, I wasn't spelling that shit, bro.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I read
It's
that,
me, bro.
I really had to look twice because I'm like, damn, did he really?
No.
He turned.
Nope. Nah, you knew better, bro.
In
No.
fact, both of y'all said
You should
no.
have
just said Siri.
knew, bro. You should have knew.
I'm mad you didn't reply though. You was corny for that.
No, I'm not, Darren. No, I'm not, man. I'm not. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not.
No, but you made me. You made me scream because you know how AirPods.
It's for you.
Pause.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
You know how AirPods be reading up messages.
Yeah.
So when you said you called me a
This
dirty
nigga's so goofy. Like, you see this shit?
you called me a dirty ass nigga, bro.
Dirty ass
And
nigga.
Siri read that shit off in my ear.
Dirty ass nigga. He's a dirty nigga.
No,
man.
but it was a good day so far though. Beautiful weather too.
No, it's too hot. It's too humid.
You ain't
It's
fucking
not
with
too
this
hot. It's too
whatsoever?
humid. No. It's way too humid, bro.
It's definitely humid as fuck out this bitch.
I walked outside and my waves really turned into water. Like, it's unacceptable.
Don't you hate that shit?
Hate it.
Can't relate.
That's gross, bro.
You's a nappy head nigga.
Yeah, dog.
You not a wavy haired nigga.
I used to wonder why they would say BBs. Like, you could really shoot somebody with them, bro.
Bing, 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 bing.
You could really shoot somebody with them, bitches, bro.
Weapons of mass destruction.
What is our topic today?
Yeah, I said, what we getting into?
I don't know if y'all brought anything, but I told somebody. My mom came to my job today. Shout out, mom.
That's all right. Yeah, shout out to her
Shout out
for real.
Mom Dukes.
And I was telling somebody because they said how dope she was, and I agreed. And I was like, she one of my best friends. And I know, and I wanted to bring this up because you're a father, and because you seem way more old school than you are, like of the current world.
Right.
It's a common trope in the black household to say that you're not supposed to be your kids' friends. And I'm curious, is that a thing that ends at a certain age?
Yep.
And what age is that and why? Why? Okay, let's.
You want to know our opinions on
Let's
this?
start there. Yeah.
All right, so I definitely feel like your kid is not supposed to be your best friend.
Ever?
Yeah, they supposed to know that you a parent. Now, I feel like when you become a certain age, that is when your parent can be somewhat of a friend to you.
What is that age for you?
Grown as hell. Like, definitely, you got to be old enough that you not still needing parenting. Like, I even shared this post on
Can't be on both sides of the fence. You saying?
yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like you can't, like if you really want to have that kind of relationship with your child, you got to let the reins go. To me, in my opinion, but I also like parents often don't understand too, like that's a non-reciprocal relationship. Like, and it has to be that way. Like it's not, you don't, like your child don't owe you some type of friendship or anything because
Was it you that posted that?
yeah.
Okay.
I agree though.
Like, and so I'm not saying that they just should never have, y'all should never be have some type of close bond, but I feel like definitely as a kid that shouldn't be your friend.
I agree with that part.
But once they become like grown enough that they don't need constant parenting outside of real life parental, like let me sit down and let me ask you for some advice as a parent type shit, then you can start to open that door. Because I think there still needs to be a boundary there. But the conversation changes, like the demeanor of the conversation changes, like what y'all share in those conversations might even change. But they're still like, they're still my mom or they're still my dad or they're still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't gonna like my answer.
I'm probably might not, I guess.
My age is 18. Now, I say that because...
Nigga, you want to cuss everybody out.
No, listen. I say that because at 18, you're considered grown. You can get your house or whatever you need to do, move out, etc. And then at that point, any advice you give them, they don't have to accept it. They don't have to use it. Just like a friend. So it's like the same type of advice your friend can give you, just more experience there.
No.
Why not? Why you disagree?
That's your parent.
It's your parent though, but you don't have to take that advice anymore. Just like from any other peer
You don't
you
have
have.
to take it as a kid. If you, to be honest, most kids don't take their parents' advice.
That's a full fact.
So it's not like that.
And regret it later.
Yeah, that it's not that you choosing not to take that advice because you're 18. It's like, have you ever applied this at all anyway?
Well,
If from an advice standpoint, I see what you're saying. I see where.
And when
you're
I grew
going.
up, I had orders though. Like I just had to listen to them.
That's
facts.
Yeah,
But when you hit
Yep.
that 18, you don't have to unless you're under their roof.
Right.
Like,
well, your best friend can't order you around either.
Right.
Your friends can't order you around.
That's a fact.
So when you 18, there's no more orders from them.
Sure, but that doesn't mean that they treat you like an adult, and they treat you like enough of an adult to give you a somewhat friend level respect. Like there are grown ass adults in their 30s who don't even receive the adult respect from their parents,
And that's why it's so,
fact.
that's
that
why
they
it's
command.
fire that Savon have that respect from his mom though. Like a
It
lot of
is.
people don't get that shit. That
But I
is
do
fire.
think it has to some degree be earned as well, though, because like I said, to that age to where you don't seem to need parenting anymore. There are 30-year-old ass adults who seem to still need parenting.
I see what you're saying.
And
And you're
so-
saying that they don't deserve a relationship of like a friendship with their parents. No, that's not what you're saying.
No, and I think it's very dependent on the parent, meaning male, female, like mom, dad, because to some degree, I feel like, especially like women when they get older, if they got relationships with their dad, I feel like they confide in their dad way more than they do with their mom, and so that bond can be somewhat more of a friend relationship. But I feel like even with men, it's like if that's your road dog, that's your dad, like you gonna always probably go to him for game. So I feel like it kind of leans in towards the man's favor as opposed to the mom's favor, like versus the mom dad type aspect. But I think in terms of a son mom aspect with what he got going on, it's more likely to be the case. Like her giving him that respect, because I feel like he earned that.
But if you don't earn it as the child, isn't that still the parent's fault?
It can be. I'm not gonna rule it out, but it could be the child. It could be the child's fault too. Like that respect should be given because you're of age, but it's not given if you haven't earned anything like to show it of that like either.
Now, when I think about, because knowing how your relationship is with your mom, I feel like I took my respect, like from my mom. Like I let her know I am an adult now. Like I don't think.
But that might be why it's going the way it's going.
I feel like it's better though. It's a lot better. But I feel like if I never took that step, we will be further back down this path.
What was it that you did that you feel like you took that step?
I addressed her properly, like in a respectful way. Like even though like normally when she said something was law, I had to listen. I let her know like it's not that anymore, but without the disrespect.
Well, how? What'd you do? What'd you say?
Manners. Okay. So like I expressed my feelings to her. She's like, "Well, I'm your mom. Like, I don't have to explain myself to my kid. I was like, well, I'm also an adult. Like, if you can't have a conversation with me, like, then we just won't speak. And then for some reason, I feel like that got to her. Like, she thought about it. We talked, apologized. Apologies was thrown. So,
like real life ones, or just wait
life.
a couple days?
real life.
Yeah.
Apologies. Yeah. Real life apologies was thrown. Like, and she felt like, I don't know where she even said, I don't know where we stand, but I love you. Like, I'm sorry if I did you wrong, etc. She did all that. Like, which shocked me.
Was this recent?
This year.
You was keeping that on them. Like, you ain't tell nobody.
I'm still hurt about it. Like,
You heard about it?
I don't.
That she apologized to you?
I don't know if it's genuine, but yeah. Listen, it's new, but I don't. I'm weird, bro. Like,
Facts.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, Darian. Apologies from parents, nigga.
Yeah,
they gonna probably be as genuine as they ever gonna get the first time you hear it, because it's gonna probably be the only time.
Listen, I know. So that's why now is a lot more easier. Like, we done talked more now than recently. So it is getting better. I feel it getting better.
That's what's up.
But that's good.
You have your age limit of like when you think that happens?
I really. This is one that's hard for me to have an opinion on. Every bit of my opinion is based on my own situation, and that's just not. It's not fair to put that on everything. But like, yeah, I guess to me it would seem that type of relationship comes with once you're taking on responsibility. Once you take on responsibility, those reins seem reasonably to come off. But also, it seemed like my mom, what y'all were both saying, how parents will give advice and the kid can either take it or not. It seemed like my mom knew exactly where I was going. She knew exactly where I was going, and she was going to let me do that. She was going to let me get there. Like, she would tell me what she knew. She would let me make a decision, and well, I fucking told you so. And she would be sitting right there waiting for me to get to it and apologize to her. Like, I tried.
But I think that created that space for y'all to have that.
No question.
Because as a kid, let's be honest, like, it's nothing you want to do more than make your own fucking decisions.
Nothing.
And so I think in more so like your case, because of that, like, that's more where you see that kind of relationship happen between a parent and a child. Because it's like, if you either telling them what to do all the fucking time or keeping them so like blinded by the shit that you're doing that they don't even recognize it, like, you robbing them of ability to trust you enough to have that space. Like, your mom was letting you make that decision knowing that you was going to come back to her, but she trusted you enough to make it, and you trusted her enough to go back to her and say, like, I fucked up, and you told me I was going to be fucked up.
But only once I started gaining responsibilities. Once I got a job, once I was paying for shit. Now she, and it wasn't like this was a cozy scenario either.
Right.
One of those mistakes was her telling me, I started my job, the one that I work at now, while I was still in high school, and she was like, all right, I know you pay the light and the gas bill, which were not heavy at all, but I know you pay the light and the gas bill. I'm gonna need $200 rent too. And I'm like, damn. Like, that's steep. Like, I just started paying bills earlier this year. Like,
You ain't even going to let me.
that's
let me practice.
let me live. $200, bro.
I'm only getting 4.
That's crazy. And that was my reaction. And she was like, it's gonna be way harder anywhere else you go.
You seen?
I was like, nah, you tripping. I was like, nah, you tripping. I'm about to go figure it out. I'm like, nah, you tripping. I'm about to go figure it out. Which meant I had to get a vehicle. Which meant I had to get insurance. Which means bro.
That shit started adding up.
Niggas was poor.
Niggas.
I went back, and it's crazy too, because it took like maybe a year and a half. I was in a car with her one day, and I was just like, I can't believe my reaction to you. Like, you were asking for so little of me. You asked so little of
Could
me. And
have
she was
broke
like,
that shit off and kept it moving.
I could be rich.
Hey.
I could be rich.
Hey.
Yeah, but yeah, no. And when I told her that, she cried. We cried. And she was like, this is what I was trying to explain to you. And I think it wasn't too long after that where I really started to appreciate, and I started seeing where like other people went, which direction other people went from my surroundings. And I started really appreciating like what she facilitated and how she did it. And I think it was from there that I started to see her as, it's weird because she's obviously still my mom and she's still a mother figure, but I started to see her as so much more than a mother figure. Like a mother figure to me wasn't someone who guides you like side by side type shit. It was more a dictator who laid out the plan. You do this. But later on, where it started to feel like a friendship was her being like, once I started to accept that she may know what the fuck is going on better than I do, it was like, can we collaborate on this? Because I simply don't know. And I want your knowledge of how to do this and how to move. And it's been beautiful too, because I've been on like a psychological journey since pretty much the beginning of high school. And my mom ain't have time for that shit. She was raising kids, had 2 jobs. She ain't have time for no psychological journey, nigga.
Develop your own brain.
Life was going on for her.
bro. It's shit to do. You feel me?
Yeah.
And later on, more recently, she's on that journey. Like she's on that, all right, how do I fix what's going on? And all of the help that she gave me just in life since adulthood or since adult type responsibilities, I feel like I can reciprocate in this like growth journey, right? I think our generation is more equipped for that growth journey because we had a space for it.
Yeah.
And that generation simply didn't.
Now, do you feel like you owe her?
Nigga, I owe her more than I could give.
No, I feel like Jordan, you on the other side of that, right? Because you said the kids don't owe their parents anything.
I seen that Ryan Clark posted that, but I understood why he said it. Shout out to Pivot.
Big facts.
I was asking you, do you feel like you owe your parents anything?
Yeah. I owe them. I feel like I owed, like being how I was raised and just like what I know and things that they taught me, like I owe them to live in a righteous manner. Like outside of like, you can never repay your parents' material shit. It's never going to amount to the shit that they taught you. Mm-hmm. Just the shit that they did for you, like, and you didn't ask to be here. Like that was his point too. Like that's why he feel like it's not reciprocal. And for parents that may feel like it is reciprocal, to me it does draw a red flag. Like even just the idea of maybe having the kids just to like think that something should come from that bothers me.
No.
That makes sense, actually. I never thought about it that way, but that does make sense, yeah.
If you raise your kids, I don't want to say right, but a certain way.
Let's say right.
It'll naturally just come back to you, though. Like, I just feel like you don't have to expect it. Like, it just comes back to you.
I mean, in a perfect world, sure. But that's not a guarantee.
No. You can't repay sacrifice.
And I think Jordan is saying that's not what, like, you shouldn't be expecting that.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be your expectation.
Like, you can never repay your mom back for the sacrifices she did.
Now, while you say that, I feel like you're saying that from a parent's perspective.
Yeah.
But from as a kid, bro.
Right, you want to. You
want to do everything.
Seek to do that.
Yeah.
But I think there's ways in doing that don't equate to, like, it's all intangible.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
be it as a like.
Not all. I can't say it's all intangible.
Okay, mostly,
not all, but I can definitely say the majority. Yeah,
being somebody like your parents can be proud of, like being a man, standing on your you feel me, on your word and your morals and your values, like being a man of integrity, like even being an upstanding woman,
being the person that they raised you to be.
Yes, being like all
something
that shit.
Proud of. Like.
Yes, like that is something that I would almost bank on parents would rather take.
That's a full fact. You know what? It's all intangible. Fuck that shit.
I think Nipsey said some shit like that. That's the best thing you can do for your family.
Yeah, when you're talking his
something to be
grandma.
proud of.
Yeah. Like it's like, bro, I could give you $1 million if I had it, sure. But does that fix anything if I'm a piece of shit? No. Like if I don't care about you in your old age and I gave you $1 million when I was 27, what the fuck difference does that make?
Wow.
If I don't take care of my kids, but I'm a billionaire, who gives a shit? Like that matters, at least to me, and I would think to most parents that would matter.
That's deep as fuck. That's deep as fuck. That's real. That's super real. As
Give
much
your
as you want
families-
to give to your parent, and I guess if you're doing the intangible part right, if you're doing that at a high enough level, the tangible shit comes.
It's gonna come.
Like I feel like me being a man that my mom would be proud of puts me in a position where I can help her in this growth journey. Like
you think it don't make your mom proud to know you a married man? Like it's simple shit. That's some simple shit. But like that could make her feel like enormously proud. Cause it's like, wow, like he's an upstanding man. Like he not only did he make the commitment, but he carries out the commitment day in and day out. He's taking care of his household. He's taking care of the home where him and his wife is at. Like that mattered to some people more than anything.
Absolutely.
But
you absolutely.
However much that mattered to your mom, that could be all she ever needed to say like, shit, he good.
Yeah, that's
you
like
absolutely
a relief.
correct. You man. Wow. Yeah.
Damn, yeah, that's fire.
But now we have to get here. Darian, how do you raise your child in a way to not be friends with her? And before you even get the opportunity to answer, I just wanted to be clear, like, again, as someone who doesn't have children, and I can't really conceptualize having a child. But bro, your friend, your daughter is your homie, bro. Like I see it. Like I'm around it plenty.
That's your baby gangster.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Now-
around it plenty to know that she is like, that's your homie, bro.
I agree with you, but she knows I'm not just a friend. Like a friend can give her orders and she knows she has the option to listen to her or not. Like with me, if I tell her to do something, she'll do it. And I think she see it like a teacher standpoint because I give her, if I tell her to do something, it comes with a reason. Don't do that, you'll get hurt, you'll get burnt. Like, and I think my mom lacked that because she just told me to do it. And if I didn't do it, I'm in trouble. Like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just in trouble if I don't do it. So I need to be doing this. Like my daughter though, if I tell her to do something, she knows she don't do it, she'll either get hurt or she's gonna have to learn her lesson. Like, so she knows the outcomes of things.
You know it's so fucked up.
What?
Growing up black, so much part of learning is like traumatic because it's like, don't do this because I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, that's it.
But it's like, how easy would it have been if you just been like,
Just explain it to me.
don't
Tell me
fuck
the
up.
truth.
It's not don't fuck up them shoes because I'll beat your ass. Like don't fuck up them shoes because them
You
all
only
you
got one
gonna
pair.
get. Yeah, that's all you gonna get.
And it's that simple.
But
It's
that's
that
like
simple.
that is the line to teach you shit. That shit is crazy to me. But that's how like simple. Like that's how I think it's literally that difference is why he can raise his daughter and have that friend type of dynamic because it's like it's explaining. I don't think it gets any deeper than that for real.
And that's a,
You think so?
Because it's a trust thing at that point. Like
Because
kids
I don't-
want to trust you.
I don't know that someone telling me, I guess it would open the door. I can agree to that. I can agree that if my parents are telling me not to do something and giving me reasons, it opens the door for the friendliness. But I don't think that's what makes it noticeable that that's your friend. Like it's noticeable.
Yeah.
Like you behave as if that's like you really just wanted a little road dog. Like that's what it seemed like.
Like you a kid too when you were her.
No, for real. Like you make sure she has, like you play games, like y'all race all the time. Like it seems like, and I guess let me know where I'm off because I don't know the difference all the time between this is something that like a parent would do with their kid versus this is something that a parent shouldn't be doing because your kid ain't your friend.
Right.
Like could you list some of those things, some of the things that you would say that's too far because my kid ain't my friend?
You on fire today.
no, there's nothing I wouldn't do with my kid. Nothing.
That's incredible.
Yeah, there's nothing at all.
That's little him though.
But how crazy would it be if your child want to do something with you and you tell them no?
Like what though?
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing I wouldn't do with my kid. Bro, I got my nails done. I let her do my nails and put makeup on me. Like, I'm not doing that with my friends.
Of course.
She'll do the
Cap.
You gonna let
what?
You want me to go back in the camera roll?
Yeah, please.
Niggas let you niggas was out here getting they shit did.
You should have seen what he let me put on his
He
face.
was out here acting totally different.
That's not, listen, I don't do that with my friends. That's something she would do with her friends. But I'm your friend, but I'm also your parent. Like, if you don't have nobody to play with, I'm definitely gonna play with you.
You know what? I can see that.
Like, so
I honestly think, no question, if your daughter in kindergarten, right?
going this first grade.
If your daughter's kindergarten teacher told her to write down her 5 best friends, no question I would bet a whole lot. I'd bet at least $500 that you're on that list.
Now, can I ask you a serious question?
Go ahead.
If you had to be around, how many hours a day are you around your daughter, would you say?
If I'm not at work, I'm around her.
Okay, so that's the thing. Let's say you're not a single parent,
Right.
but let's say you are a single parent. Do you think that your feelings might change about that a little bit?
Hey, yo. You came to pod. You came
No.
to pod.
I definitely thought about single moms real quick.
Nah, I want.
Because I know they love their kids, but them little motherfuckers be stressing their ass out.
No, you.
And we need discipline in this joint.
Hey, you
Nah,
feel what I'm
listen,
saying?
I definitely thought about that because I don't spend nearly enough time with my kid as I want to.
Right.
So I feel like sometimes my lady is a single mom because how many hours she spend with my daughter compared to me, you would be like, damn.
Darian.
So,
Darian.
bro, for real. Like, if you look at the hours.
Oh,
And-
shit.
But,
No, he not lying. It's just so crazy. Cause
yeah,
it's
it
like,
definitely sounds crazy. But
It don't sound crazy.
it's something special about
true.
this. But I want to say something, though. I think she value her time with me more because she don't get that much.
Of course, she has to.
So that's why I don't think it'll change.
But I think I'm glad that you understand why she values your time more, and that you give it to her, and that you don't make no excuses about it, because it's easy to hand her a phone or a tablet and
sure.
say go in the other room, like, or I'm with your mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with mommy. Like, whatever. Like, it's easy to do that shit. So the fact that you make the time to do it, don't stop.
So to answer your question, I think if you're a single parent, there's things you wouldn't do because you don't have the time.
There you go.
The only thing you're missing is the lack of time because, like, when she has my time, we can do whatever you want.
So going back to his question, I think it's fair to say that the thing that keeps that from being a real thing is time. Like, even in any real, like, what makes y'all friendship what it is that y'all are tenured. Y'all have time together. Like, it's not the fact that we show up here every week and do this shit and we do it consecutively. It's that y'all have a 10-year time together. It's that me and you had a 10-year time together in high school. So it's fair to say that in a perfect world, you would probably be able to get your friend to be your parent or want your friend to be your parent. But seeing as how most parents are single parents, when is that really gonna happen? When they got time for that shit? And it's not that they don't want to be, it's that they simply just don't have the time to do so. Like, there was a point, and that goes even back to what I was saying. Like, this shit just went full circle because, like I said, there becomes an age where your parenting is no longer needed as much as it may have been at one point in time.
Got all the time in the world now.
So, yeah,
Wow.
you are 100% right because as a single parent, I feel like you have more time to discipline than to be their friend.
Well, it's more. It seems like parents.
You discipline out of time.
I think it seems like parents prioritize the discipline because that's the thing that they're tasked with more so. Like, I would say that fun is a byproduct.
You're not lying.
Fun is not necessarily the goal on your day to day.
No.
But you having discipline, knowing that, like, you have to be a good person.
Yeah.
That is that's the reason that I have to do this with you for 18 years, because you have to be a good person.
Yeah.
So that discipline it comes first and foremost, and fun is secondary at best. Tertiary is more realistic. Think about how many fun days you got planned by your parent. Like, your parents planned something specifically for the family to have fun.
Better yet, how many days did you have fun with your parent?
With the parent.
With them. Like, not like I had so much fun today, but with your it's not often.
I wonder if this is something that's changing. Because it seems like every time I see Darian interact with his kid, there is intentionally fun. I'm not even joking. Like, every single time they have raced. I don't have a big living room. They have raced in my living room multiple times. Like, every time he interacts with his kid, fun is intended.
But I think it's like knowing that fun to a kid could be simple. It's simple.
And that's all they want to do is have fun.
But is this something that is prioritized now?
I won't say it's prioritized now. I think it's more available. Like,
ooh,
the thing is,
niggas got time now.
Niggas got time and money. Like, our parents didn't have, like, your parents was, if they, like, okay, like, all right, for example, like, I have a female friend. She just took her daughter, or she was taking pictures. She was out of town with her daughter. It's her daughter's birthday. Right? I did that from time to time when my mom got married when I was a kid, but it wasn't for my shit. Like, it wasn't like Jordan's birthday, let's go out of town. And it's fair to say, I know my mom wasn't doing that shit at all. Like, now it's more common that a parent or parents can take their kids out of town, and that's not necessarily deemed fun, but that's what you're going for. So it's like, that's more, it's not that it's prioritized, it's just more likely to happen. Like, they didn't have the money we got now.
I think it's more they know what it can do to a kid.
What you mean?
So
exposure is everything, yes.
Yeah. And then because we didn't get this as a kid, I want to do it for my kid because I know it'll make it better.
So, Darian, you do think it's prioritized now?
Yes. Because we know what to do for a kid. Like, imagine going to Disney World as a kid, man.
Every kid wanted to go to Disney.
know.
Every kid.
Yeah.
And I still don't know the experience.
I am completely uninterested now. I can't believe I wanted to do that shit.
I wonder why I think about that now, and I would have wasted my fucking parents' money.
Would have wasted my parents' money.
I would have been 10 times happier. Take me to Fun and Stuff or Chuck E. Cheese, and I would shut the fuck up and have the time of my life.
Yeah,
I think my little one gonna love it.
She is gonna love it.
She is.
Love the fuck
She is gonna love
But you're gonna look back, and she's gonna look back in 10 to 15 years. She's gonna be like, "Dad, you shouldn't do that."
You would be surprised. You would be surprised. I know 30-year-olds that fuck with
Disney
heavy.
Hey man, I was robbed of that experience. Well, I won't say
Look,
robbed.
now you sour.
I was unprivy.
You a sour nigga now.
I was unprivy to that shit. So
you nigga sour.
I wanted to go to Universal. So maybe
I didn't even know about that shit.
See,
I just wanted to be on one of the Nickelodeon gas shows, bro.
Nah,
Put me on Legend of the Hidden
People
Temple
take that shit
bro.
serious for real.
that's
But
crazy.
Darian, it sounds like you think it's a good thing. You think that's
for
you
sure.
think it's positive to
For sure.
prioritize fun.
Yes, because that's what kids have to do on their day-to-day basis.
I think it's also good too though, because if you get exposure is everything, but if you teach them how, like, what that's like as a kid, they know what that's like as an adult. Like, your fun always can't be centered and based around what you always want to do. Like, you got to get that exposure to shit that you never thought you wanted to do in order to know if you want to do it again.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, if you getting them out there and you doing certain shit with them and showing them like this is what you can do, then it makes a big difference.
Also, I think it's a good bonding experience because to bond with someone, it can't just be what you want to do. It has to be what the other person want to do. So if I'm just sitting watching fucking football all day, like, at some point my daughter going to do something else. Even though I'm enjoying this, I got to do something she wants to do. Luckily, she likes what I like. So, like, we can go race outside. We can go shoot a basketball. Like, we can play the game together. Like, and she'll enjoy that shit. So I'm lucky, but that's not always the case. Like, I don't want to sit and do makeup and play with fucking ponies.
I was about to say, now, would you be okay with that if that was all day?
Like, no. Listen, it's a hassle, but she enjoys it though. Like,
I'm happy that you make the effort though.
so I definitely think it's really important though. Like it changes the way your kid interacts with you.
This nigga somebody daddy, y'all.
But
That's fire. Hey, it's fire. That's
Father's
fire.
Day.
But it's,
Happy Father's Day for sure.
Thank you though, but it has its cons though. Now, your kid think they got to do something fun every day. Like no,
Yeah.
sometimes you just got to relax.
Yeah. That's what I'm
But-
saying. Like kids don't have a cap on the fun.
Yeah, they don't.
So it's like it's not even really about the fun. It's like shit. They could think throwing cars across the table was fun for that 2 hours they doing it. They'll find something else fun to do in the next 30 minutes. So
That's a fact too.
But once you understand, like that's their kids, 9 to 5 is fun. That'll make it a lot. Like
Yeah.
Kids 9 to 5 is fun.
it
It's
is.
crazy.
It is though.
That is fire.
If you think you trying to find something to give them, hold their attention. Like, what is the number one thing you know? Like, I think back to when you was a kid and think about everywhere you had to be where you just had to sit and still or sit in one place.
hassle.
You knew the number one thing that would turn you up immensely was activity. It didn't matter what the fuck you was about to do.
Running back and forth.
Activity was like, oh, fuck everything else. Today is amazing.
Yeah.
That's all the kids' life is. Like, they waiting for the next activity. Mm-hmm. Find one.
That's definitely what it is. That's really how you sum it up. Is like when they don't have an activity, that's their weekend. Like,
Yes.
but it's only flip. Like they don't like their weekend. Like we like our weekend.
No,
they just like their job.
want to get back to activities. Like shit.
9 to 5 every day.
Look, I ain't tired, but as soon as they lay down, they're out. Like that fun. Wear kids out.
You feel me? Because they waiting for some more fun. It's like a drug. They like that's
It's
kids
like
drugs.
It's like
kid
a drug.
drugs.
No, for
yes,
real.
sir.
Because then it's like I think about this too. Like adults got fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's addictive. We don't got to get into that, but adults got fun. That's gambling is an addictive, fun adult thing.
I love that shit. I'll gamble on anything.
See, word about niggas.
Yeah, that's mine. That's my guilty pleasure right
I
there.
don't love gambling. I love getting money.
That part.
too.
And sometimes gambling does that for you.
Shout out greedy Akron niggas.
Hey,
Big
speaking
facts.
of which, now we done covered our. I feel I'm happy with what we covered today. But we got some shit to talk about. I see you. We see you. You see us.
What's up with y'all?
Jordan cooked up some shit this weekend.
We making
pot's
some
still on.
we making some moves for the pod real quick. Jordan went insane this weekend.
Appreciate y'all. Boys,
Phenomenal.
You just
y'all.
you just started flooding the chat with
Heat.
new visuals.
I had some time and I had some inspiration, man.
You want to tell the folks? You want to tell the folks what you got cooking?
Yeah, we got some merch coming. The greedy Akron nigga merch is
I'm
on
a
the
greedy
way.
ass Akron nigga. I can't lie.
Shout out to Savon
think-
Bomb too, man.
I think y'all gonna really like this. You know what I'm saying? We got basic, overly opinionated merch coming, but the greedy Akron nigga. We some gamblers, so we the parlay boys.
parlay-
So we got
Parlay
that
boy
coming.
gang.
We got that coming for
Check
y'all.
the slips.
We got some more shit too, though, man. Just stay tuned, bro. We working, as you can see. You can see,
You can see.
as you can see,
Literally, you can see.
And y'all gonna have some nice clothing ideas to choose from real soon, man.
Yeah, I can't wait for that shit.
Yeah, that's
I'm geeked.
Yeah, I feel like we are moving. I feel like we moving.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel fast enough.
It feels plenty fast. It feels plenty fast. to
Listen,
me.
I'm already when he sent that shit, bro. I was picturing myself in the hoodie.
That is
Like,
true.
bro, I'm matching the fits, bro. I don't think y'all understand.
Panda
Like, that
dunks off
shit,
the greedy Akron nigga.
bro. That
tee
shit
is
took me to the
crazy.
next level. Like, that's the only shit I'm wearing. Like, fuck Nike.
You said the what?
Panda dunks off the greedy Akron nigga is crazy.
We got a couple of those.
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. It's really go with anything though. You got Zebra Yeezys over there. You know what I'm saying? You got options. You got wave runners.
I'm kind of him. You saying like you know.
You know what I'm saying?
I could wear it with something. I guess I could put
Figure
I could put something together. I guess.
Figure something out. And then we got personalized shit too, though. You know what I'm saying? We got stuff that represent each of us individually. Like you'll see that coming soon too. Wednesday, Mike. Just keep your eye out. Y'all might see something.
Yeah. This is. I don't know. It feels like this is this happened perfect timing. Darian, you said it's not going fast enough. It feels like it's going plenty fast. This is a lot to keep up with, but I love it.
We got here.
Yeah, we here.
How we
Man.
got here is the funniest
No,
part.
nigga,
about all that shit.
That's all you.
No, yeah, bro.
Like-
not only you kicked the snowball down the hill, and then you got in front of that bitch and carried it. That is crazy.
Man.
Yeah, you took off with that shit, bro.
took off.
Energy, man. We came high energy, bro.
That new logo
We
crazy.
ain't come to fuck
insane.
around, man. We ain't come to
I
fuck
look at
around.
that shit happy every day.
That shit crazy.
I'm fucking with that shit, man.
Did his fucking thing on that shit.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about hats?
What you mean? I got a box full of them right there.
I might have an idea.
Look,
This
you ain't had a bad idea yet. we
appreciate that,
We
brother.
in.
Appreciate that, brother.
we in. I told you this weekend. The trust is growing, my boy.
100, man.
Yeah,
We
that
see
shit.
it happening. I hope everyone knows how much we appreciate them. Like I hope y'all know how much we appreciate y'all for being here. Whether you started with the pilot, whether you ended up here, whether this is your first episode listening, this is something that I only want to speak for myself on this one, but I'm so appreciative. Like I'm so passionate about this that anyone being here at all, even one time, is
enough.
like
for me.
just giving me a shot, giving the pod a shot. It feels like I take it personally. Like I'm so appreciative, and just to be here while we growing, while we're in this growth period, and where we end up, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be doing this shit with y'all.
Yeah, appreciate you guys dearly too.
I'm happy for the way that y'all carrying this shit.
Please keep
And
liking.
And I'm happy that
subscribing,
y'all here. Absolutely. Like, subscribe,
comment, say some shit.
comment, absolutely share. That's the biggest one. I never knew how much a share was worth until we had a podcast. Like, a share is worth everything.
Man, it's free.
Facts.
Don't
Now
cost nothing to show a nigga love, nigga.
you can hate us all you want for having a short episode this week, but
We got shit to do.
we
y'all
not
got
only
visuals
we
with
got
it,
shit
too.
to do. We trying to figure out the video thing. Like, give us some grace. Hit us up at the Overly Opinionated Pod on Instagram, at the OO Pod Boys on Twitter, the Overly Opinionated Pod at gmail.com for the geezes. We will see y'all next Wednesday.
Yes, sir.